All right, take number 3. Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. Your favorite nappy-headed producer and all that good stuff as always. And we're back with another video. Today is going to be mixing and mastering 101 part 2. Today we're going to be talking about panning and effects. Last time we talked about leveling or gain staging is another term for it. Today we're going to talk about the importance of panning your tracks and also processing your sounds, because that can really give you a big impact on your track more than anything. So yeah, if you can, follow me on MrDifferentTV on Twitter, SoundCloud, and Instagram. Also check out my website, MrDifferentTV.com, for the hottest beats and sound kits on the planet. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so I'll be on live. I know I missed a live stream Monday, but I'll be back on it Wednesday and Friday, so don't worry. I'm just been real busy in the other studio doing what I gotta do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So today we're gonna talk about panning and processing your effects, because that can really give you a big impact in the fact that it gives you more room for your sounds, cutting certain frequencies, processing sounds, making them sound just a little bit different and making them stand out more, can really help you achieve a desired sound or a desired mix, and make sure all your sounds sound, like they belong together. Because if you don't do that, sometimes your sounds just sound out of place, or they don't sound like they fit, and that can be a big issue when you're trying to make stuff sound, cohesive and all that good stuff. So let's jump right to the beat. I'll give you a little sample if you don't remember the beat from last time. So a little something I'm working on my EP, so it's a little sneak peek for you guys. But anyway, so let's go ahead and start processing these sounds and really, giving them the effect. So let's start with the first sound. So this is what the sound sounds like unprocessed, the first piano sound. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking, "Oh man, that sounds dope, Slim. I love it. It's amazing." Yeah, but no, it still needs a little something else. So I just added a little bit of a reversal effect, just to kind of give it a little spice. So here's an example right here. So. Now, of course, you can do gross beats or anything like that. But as you can see, just that one effect, processing that sound with that one effect, gave it a whole different character, a whole different feel. I understand a lot of you guys are using Omnisphere, Nexus, Contact, whatever, and some of the sounds are already processed for you with reverb, delay, whatever they got going on, panning effects, flanger, chords, whatever. But you can take it a step further. This is why I always say, just because you have a sound, sometimes over processing the sound, even though it's already in process, can give you your own unique sound and give it its own unique standpoint. Let's go to the next sound. Now, the next sound is the Omnisphere sound, of course. And I got a few little things on it. Well, actually, I got nothing on this one, because this sound, I think, sounded good by itself. Now, that'd be an example of a sound that I felt like didn't really need nothing. Now, you don't have to process air sound, because some sounds, if I over process that, which I probably could, like I could have gone to, I could put like an EQ on it, and I could have made it, more focused. Which actually sounds nicer. Oh, that just sounds a lot better. I like that. Oh, look at that. Don't discover something new in the video. So yeah, I actually like that. So, even though, this sounds really good, the underwater kind of lo-fi sound kind of stuff, this sounds pretty good. So when mixed with the other sound, now you have both sounds kind of fitting together better. I can open it up. Now they feel a little bit like they got a little whisper, sound, some wind or water effect. Sounds dope. Now, one thing I like to do when it comes to like my melodies that are the same pattern, because both of these are basically the same patterns. You can see, you can look and tell they're the same pattern. I like to pan them a little bit, because it gives it some separation. It gives some separation, and it makes the sound sound wider. So, here it is with no panning. I mean, they're already stereo effects, so, they already have a wide sound. Now, if I just go like, I shouldn't even go 50%. I'm going to do 50% in kind of an extreme example. Now, when you can hear how wide the sound. And since they're playing the exact same chords and everything like that, it sound like one sound, but just with a bigger stereo field. Let's bring them in a little bit. About 40. Maybe 30. Yeah. You see, just that little bit of processing and panning right there already gives you a bigger, wider sound. Simple as that. Now let's talk about what I would do if I'm doing like percussion instruments. That's another thing that I like to pan a lot. So here is my percussion lead. So I'll give you all my percussion sounds so you can just hear them. They're all straight down the middle. So. Okay, now you got a feel for it. It's all straight down the middle. So what I like to do is I like to go through and just pan everything except the kick and the bass. The kick and the bass should always be mono. That should never be panned. If you do that, unless you're doing like some crazy little bleeps and bloops and stuff like that, y'all do y'all pitch bends and all that, then you can kind of, freaking pan that stuff. But I wouldn't. So I'm just going to go through and just do some panning adjustments, and you're going to hear how it makes the percussion instrument sound a lot liver. I'm going to tell you why you should do that as well. So let's go through and just, I know I'm paying that hi-hat over there. We'll bring the chant over there. That's a hi-hat. So we'll take that the opposite direction. That sounds like a little lead. We'll put it over there. These two snares, we'll pan those. The clap, we'll just slightly pan that over here. And then kick and bass right down the middle. Now, this is what it sounds like with just a little bit of panning, left and right, in really just a random way. You can be more precise with it, but just with a little random way. Just now listen to the whole percussion instrument. So. You see how it sounds like the drum kit is around you? Because when a real drummer or a real drum kit is being mic'd up and recorded, they pan all the different drum kits or drum sounds, because a drum kit's sitting around you. So you're in the middle of the drum kit, like the kick is in front of you and all that, and you have all the other instruments around, the hi-hat, cymbals, and toms and all that. So you want to kind of emulate that because it just sounds more realistic and more pleasing to the ear. So like I said, just with that by itself, a little bit of panning to your percussion instruments, keeping in mind your kick, drum, and bass should always be straight down the middle. They should never be panned. You get a more fuller sounding sound, and then when you put that with your other sounds, and like I said, I'll even pan this a little bit. We'll just pan that a little bit to the right. I like my leads over to the right a little bit. I don't know what. To the right. So now we have. So now when you use your stereo imaging plugins like Imager or whatever you do, use to get your stereo with, you'll have a wider, more cohesive sound. If you do add that, be careful when doing that. But adding that will give you a more cohesive sound now. So now you can see the power of just panning and processing. It's a very simple trick. It's nothing crazy. Just like with leveling. Leveling is easy. I mean, when you level stuff, you got a nice balance. Now, panning gives you that nice separation, gives you that nice, feeling that, stuff is around you, that you're inside the music. You're not just looking straight down the middle. You're actually, the music is around you and more alive. And then the next step I'm going to teach you guys will make sure you can bring it all together before you master it and just release it to the world. So, simple technique. This is not a crazy technique. I know it's like, oh, God, Slim, I thought you were going to give us some magical thing. But little techniques like this will add up to a bigger result in the end. So I would suggest you go through and from now on, start panning your stuff left and right. Experiment with it, to get yourself a bigger, fuller sound, to make it sound like the music is around you and that you're sitting inside of it. Because when people want to hear music, they want to be able to feel the music, not just look at the music. They want to be able to feel it. Like you already look at something 3D and 2D, right? So this is a way of making your music more 3D. So if you got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy like always. Y'all know who it is, your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views. And I appreciate you guys like always. Hope to see you guys in the next video and catch you guys on the live streams as well. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so I catch you guys next time. And I will have some marketing stuff coming up real soon because you guys been begging me for that. So it's coming up real soon. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy like always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.